Um, uh, Hari Om, welcome friends. Today in our chanting 10th Skandham, we are doing the third chapter, Bhagavan Krishna's Janma, one of the most important portions of the entire Puranic literature, especially the Bhagavatam. So enjoy Krishna's arrival again into our lives to put us more into the spiritual sadhanas to reach Him. Om, 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu, Sahano Bhunaktu, Sahaviryam Karavavahai, Tejasvinavadhitamastu, Ma Vidvishavahai, Om Shanti Shanti Shanti, Om Sachidanandarupaya, Vishvotpatyadihetave, Tapatraya Vinashaya, Sri Krishnaya Vayan Namaha, जन्माद्यस्य यतोऽन्वयादितरतश्च अर्थेष्वभिघ्नस्वराट् तेने ब्रह्महृदाय आदिकवये मुह्यन्ति यत्सूरयः तेजो वारिमृदां यथा विनिमयो यत्र त्रिसर्गो मृषा धाम्ना स्वेन सदा निरस्तकुहकं सत्यं परं धीमहि नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ॐ योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांश्च हस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यं समस्तदेवताभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो नमः ब्राह्मणेभ्यो आचार्येभ्यो भक्तेभ्यो साधुभ्यो साधकेभ्यो तीर्थेभ्यो क्षेत्रेभ्यो नदीनदेभ्यो शास्त्रेभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे नमः श्रुतिमात्रे नमः श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराण आचार्येभ्यो नमः परब्रह्मणे महाविष्णवे ब्रह्मणे सनकादिमुनिभ्यो नारदाय वेदव्यासाय शुकब्रह्मर्षे सूतमहामुने शौनकादृशिभ्यो अत्र्यादृशिभ्यो प्रह्लादादिभक्तजनेभ्यो मत्स्यादि अवतारेभ्यो श्री आदित्यादि नवग्रह देवताभ्यो दक्षिणामूर्ति दत्तात्रेय हयग्रीवादिगुरुभ्यो नमः ओम आदिपराशक्ति मात्रे नमः माता पितृदेवताभ्यो नमः आद्य शंकरादिगुरुभ्यो नमः अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. Somebody can mute, no, when you listen. Please mute. Alert. ओम समसगुरूणां देवतानां कृपया भगवद्दर्शन श्रीकृष्णदर्शन श्रीरामादि समस्त अवतार ऋषिमुनिगुरुदेवता दर्शन परब्रह्मानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थम् अस्मिन् क्षणे मुहूर्ते एव सनातनधर्मस्य वैदिकसंस्कृतेः पुनरुत्थान पुनर्जागरण विश्वव्याप्त्यर्थं भारतवर्षस्य समग्रसमैक्यता रक्षणार्थं सनातनधर्मकृते कर्म कृतानां सेवकानां साधकानां भक्तानां धर्मरक्षकाणां च विघ्ननिवारणशक्तिसामर्थ्य अवाप्त्यर्थं च विश्व एकता समैक्यता प्राप्त्यर्थं श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणशास्त्रस्य दशमस्कन्धस्य तृतीयाध्यायस्य श्रीकृष्णजन्मप्रसङ्गस्य पारायणम् एकादशस्कन्धस्य अध्ययनं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. आदौ पारायणम्. Somebody is not muted. Can you check it? Should I come there? Now, third chapter, beautiful Sri Krishna avatar. I asked you to mute yourself and you muted me. Sarveshwara. Now, beautiful Krishna Avataram. Just chant. Krishna, come again to our hearts and light them and lighten them. Tighten them, brighten them, straighten them, and lighten. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Mahapuranam Parayanam Dashamaskandha Atha Trutiyodhyayah Shri Shuka Uvacha अथ सर्वगुणोपेतः कालः परमशोभनः यर्ह्येवाजनजन्मर्क्षं शान्तर्क्षग्रहतारकं दिशः प्रसेदुर्गगनं निर्मलोडुगणोदयं महीमङ्गलभूयिष्ठ पुरग्रामव्रजाकरा. Again you chant, bring the mind to that beautiful mood of Bhagavan Krishna taking avatara in our heart. Again, we invoke Krishna to come in various forms onto this earth and protect. Let Krishna return. Let Krishna return again and again. Very moment. See to it that all non-positive are eliminated, all positive are protected. Just with that feeling, Krishna Tattva should come into the universe. Krishna should enter into everybody's heart, mainly to our heart, and enlighten it with the Jnanam, the Jnana Jyoti, the Mukti giving Jnanam. Om Shri Krishna Parabrahmane Namaha. Srimad Mahapuranam Parayanam Dashamaskandha Shri Krishna Janma Prasangah अथ तृतीयोऽध्यायः श्रीशुक उवाच अथ सर्वगुणोपेतः कालः परमशोभनः यर्ह्येवाजनजन्मर्क्षं शान्तर्क्षग्रहतारकं दिशः प्रसेदुर्गगनं निर्मलोडुगणोदयं महीमङ्गलभूयिष्ठ पुरग्रामव्रजाकरा नद्यः प्रसन्नसलिला हृदा जलरुह श्रियः द्विजालिकुलसन्नाद स्तवकावनराजयः भवौ वायुः सुखस्पर्शः पुण्यगन्धवः शुचिः अग्नयश्च द्विजातीनां शान्तास्तत्र समिन्धत मनांस्यासन् प्रसन्नानि साधूनाम् असुरद्रुहां जायमाने जने तस्मिन् नेदुर्दुन्दुभयो दिवि जगुः किन्नरगन्धर्वाः तुष्टुः सिद्धचारणाः विद्याधर्यश्च ननृतुः अप्सरोभिः समं तदा मुमुचुर्मुनयो देवाः सुमनांसि मुदान्विताः मन्दं मन्दं जलधरा जगर्जुरनुसागरं निशीथे तम उद्भूते जायमाने जनार्दने देवक्यां देवरूपिण्यां विष्णुः सर्वगुहाशयः आविरासीत् यथा प्राच्यां दिशेन्दुरिव पुष्कलः. बोलो श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. लीलामानुष विग्रह श्रीमन्नारायण महाविष्णु स्वरूप श्री कृष्ण भगवान की जय. Just feel Lord's arrival. This time, hey Bhagavan, take more strongly the charge of our hearts and see to it that what we miss to learn or do the sadhanas to please you, to reach you, may all of that happen undoubtedly. We are offering our hearts. If we are unable to offer because we don't know the technique, please, we are giving you permission. You attack and occupy our hearts and enter there, permeate, percolate there, and then let all the Ajnana Tamas, Mohadi, Arishadvargadi, all the non-positive, please remove. May the correct knowledge, authentic knowledge, dawn in our hearts. May we experience you as a darshanam, as Bhagavad Rupa, Avatara. May we experience you as our own self, the Parabrahma Paramatma Swarupa. Now continue. Tavadbhutam balakambuje kshanam chaturbhujam shankhagadharyudayudham श्रीवत्सलक्षं लक्ष्मं गलशोभिकौस्तुभं पीताम्बरं सान्द्रपयोदसौभगं महार्हवैडूर्यकिरीटकुण्डलतिशापरिष्वक्तसहस्रकुन्तलम् उद्दामकाञ्चङ्गदकङ्कणादिभिः विरोचमानं वसुदेव ऐक्षत सविस्मयोत्फुल्लविलोचनो हरिं सुतं विलोक्यानकदुन्दुभिस्तदा कृष्णावतारोत्सवसम्भ्रमोऽस्पृशन् मुदा द्विजेभ्यो युतमाप्लुतो गवाम् अथैनमस्तौदवधार्य पूरुषं परं नताङ्गः कृतधीः कृताञ्जलिः स्वरोचिषा भारतसूतिका गृहं विरोचयन्तं गतभिः प्रभाववितो वसुदेव उवाच विदितोऽसि भवान् साक्षात् पुरुषः प्रकृतेः परः केवलानुभवानन्द स्वरूपः सर्वबुद्धिदृको स एव स्वप्रकृत्येदं सृष्ट्वाग्रे त्रिगुणात्मकं तदनु त्वं हि अप्रविष्टः प्रविष्ट इव भाव्यसे यथेमे अविकृता भावाः तथा ते विकृतैः सह नानावीर्याः पृथग्भूताः विराजं जनयन्ति हि सन्निपत्य समुत्पाद्य दृश्यन्ते नुगता इव प्रागेव विद्यमानत्वात् न तेषाम् इह सम्भवः एवं भवान् बुद्ध्यनुमेयलक्षणैः ग्राह्यैर्गुणैः सन्नपि तद्गुणाग्रहः अनावृतत्वाद् बहिरन्तरं न ते सर्वस्य सर्वात्मन आत्मवस्तुनः य आत्मनो दृश्यगुणेषु सन्निति व्यवस्यते स्वव्यतिरेकतो अबुधः विनानुवादं न च तन्मनीषितं सम्यग् यतस्त्यक्तमुपाददत् पुमान् त्वत्तोऽस्य जन्मस्थिति संयमान् विभो वदन्त्यनीहादगुणादविक्रियात् त्वयीश्वरे ब्रह्मणि नो विरुध्यते त्वदाश्रयत्वादुपचर्यते गुणैः सत्वं त्रिलोकस्थितये स्वमायया विवर्षि शुक्लं खलु वर्णमात्मनः सर्गाय रक्तं रजसोपबृंहितं कृष्णं च वर्णं तमसा जनात्यये त्वमस्य लोकस्य विभोरिरक्षिषुः गृहेव तीर्णोऽसि ममाखिलेश्वर राजन्यसंज्ञासुरकोटियूथपैः निर्व्यूह्यमानानि हनिष्यसे च मोह अयं त्वसभ्यस्तव जन्म नौ गृहे श्रुत्वाग्रजांस्ते न्यवधीत् सुरेश्वर सतेवतारं पुरुषैः समर्पितं श्रुत्वाधुनैवाविसरत्युदायुधः श्रीशुक उवाच अथैनमात्मजं वीक्ष्य महापुरुषलक्षणं देवकी तमुपाधावत् कंसाद्भीता शुचिस्मिता देवकी उवाच रूपं यत्तत् प्राहुरव्यक्तमाद्यं ब्रह्मज्योतिर्निर्गुणं निर्विकारं सत्तामात्रं निर्विशेषं निरीहं सत्वं साक्षात् विष्णुरध्यात्मदीपः नष्टे लोके द्विपरार्धावसाने महाभूतेष्वादिभूतं गतेषु व्यक्ते व्यक्तं कालवेगेन याते भवानेकः शिष्यते शेषसंज्ञः योऽयं कालस्तस्य ते अव्यक्तबन्धो चेष्टामाहुश्चेष्टते येन विश्वं निमेषादिर्वत्सरान्तो महीयान् तं त्वेषानं क्षेमधाम प्रपद्ये मर्त्यो मृत्युव्यालभीतः पलायन् लोकान् सर्वान् निर्भयं नाध्यगच्छतु त्वत्पादाब्जं प्राप्य यदृच्छयाद्य स्वस्थः शेते मृत्युरस्मादपैति सत्वं घोरादुग्रसेनात्मजान्नः त्राहि त्रस्तान् भृत्य वित्रासहासि रूपं चेदं पौरुषं ध्यानधिष्ण्यं मा प्रत्यक्षं मां सदृशां कृषिष्ठाः जन्मते मय्यसौ पापः मा विद्यान् मधुसूदन समुद्विजे भवद्हेतोः कंसादहमधीरधेः उपसंहर विश्वात्मन् अदो रूपमलौकिकं शङ्खचक्रगदापद्म श्रियाजुष्टं चतुर्भुजं विश्वं यदेतत्स्वतनौ निशान्ते यथावकाशं पुरुषः परो भवान् विवर्ति सोऽयं मम गर्भगो भूतु अहो नृलोकस्य विडम्बनं हि ततो श्रीभगवानुवाच त्वमेव पूर्वसर्गे भूः कृष्णिः स्वायम्भुवे सते तदायं सुतपा नाम प्रजापतिरकल्मषः युवां वै ब्रह्मणादिष्टा प्रजासर्गे यदा ततः सन्नियम्येन्द्रियग्रामं ते पाथे परमं तपः वर्षवातातपहिम घर्मकालगुणाननो सह मानौ श्वासरोध विनिर्धूतमनोमलौ शीर्णपर्णानिलाहारौ उपशान्तेन चेतसा मत्तः कामानभीप्सन्तौ मदाराधनमीहतुः एवं वां तप्यतोस्तीव्रं तपः परमदुष्करं दिव्यवर्षसहस्राणि द्वादशैर्मदात्मनोः तदा वां परितुष्टोऽहम् अमुना वपुषा नघे तपसा श्रद्धया नित्यं भक्त्या च हृदि भावितः प्रादुरासं वरदराट् युवयोः कामदित्सया व्रियतां वर इत्युक्ते मातुषो वामृतः सुतः अजुष्टग्राम्यविषयौ अनपत्यौ च दम्पते नवव्राते पवर्गं मे मोहितौ मम मायया गते मयि युवां लब्ध्वा वरं मत्सदृशं सुतं ग्राम्यान् भोगान् भुञ्जातां युवां प्राप्तमनोरथौ अदृष्ट्वान्यतमं लोके शीलौदार्यगुणैः समम् अहं सुतो वाम् अभवं वृष्णिगर्भ इति श्रुतः तयोर्वां पुनरेवाहम् अदित्याम् आसकश्यपात् उपेन्द्र इति विख्यातः वामनत्वाच्च वामनः तृतीयेऽस्मिन् भवेऽहं वै तेनैव वपुषाथवां जातो भूयस्तयोरेव सत्यं मे व्याहृतं सति एतद्वां दर्शितं रूपं प्राग्जन्मस्मरणाय मे नान्यथा मद्भवं ज्ञानं मर्त्यलिङ्गेन जायते युवां मां पुत्रभावेन ब्रह्मभावेन चासकृतो चिन्तयन्तौ कृतस्नेहौ यास्येथे मद्गतिं पराम श्रीशुक उवाच इत्युक्त्वा सीधरिः तूष्णीं भगवान् आत्ममायया पित्रोः सम्पश्यतोः सद्यः बभूव प्राकृतः शिशुः ततश्च शौरिर्भगवत्प्रचोदितः सुतं समादाय स सूतिका गृहात् यदा बहिर्गन्तु मियेष तर्हि अजा या योगमायाजनि नन्दजायया तया हृत प्रत्यय सर्ववृत्तिषु द्वाहस्थेषु पौरेष्वपि शायितेष्वथ द्वारस्तु सर्वाः विहिता दुरत्ययाः बृहत्कपाटाय सकीलशृङ्खलैः ता कृष्णवाहे वसुदेव आगते स्वयं व्यवर्यं तयथा तमोरवेः ववर्षपर्जन्य उपांशुगर्जितः शेषोन्वगाद्वारिनिवारयन् फणैः मघो निवर्षत्य सकृत्यमानुजा गम्भीरतो यौघजफोर्मिफेनिला भयानका वर्तशताकुला नदी मार्गं ददौ सिन्धुरिव श्रियः पतेः नन्दव्रजं शौरिरुपेत्य तत्र तान् गोपान् प्रसुप्तानुपलभ्य निद्रया शिशुं यशोदाशयने निधाय तत् सुतामुपादाय पुनर्गृहानगात् देवक्याः शयनेन्यस्य वसुदेवोऽथ दारिकां प्रतिमुच्य पदोर्लोहम् आस्ते पूर्ववदावृतः यशोदानन्दपत्नी च जातं परमबुध्यता न तल्लिङ्गं परिश्रान्ता निद्रयापगतस्मृतिः इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायां दशमस्कन्धे श्रीकृष्णजन्म प्रसङ्गं नाम तृतीयोऽध्यायः। ओम शान्ति शान्ति Shantihi. What a beautiful prasangam. As many times we chant, still no trupti. Again and again we want to chant and see the divinity manifesting with all the divine attire. Vasudevji does great stuti. Devaki Mata also does. Then she tells, take the Prakruta Rupa. Bhagavan takes, orders Vasudevaji to take him and put therein the Nanda Yashodas Gruha in that Gopa Braja Bhumi. Then that Yogamaya born to Yashoda is brought here and kept. And so much of great, wonderful things that are given in the stuti. Especially in the Vasudeva Kruta initial stuti only, Paramatmas, the Nirguna Brahma Swarupadi are excellently described. So we put our effort to understand them when we are doing the classes. Now we are only doing Parayanam. Again, if you feel like we can listen that one, or we can, in maybe Bhagavan wants, we can study it. But then, more important all that is, Bhagavan is born again in our hearts. So feel till this 10th Skandha Paranam is over, that Bhagavan is very much in our hearts, doing that required repair of our own sadhana. May we offer ourselves to the Lord for Him to do what is to be done to eliminate all which is obstructing our Bhagavad Darshanam and Anubhavati. All our Maya, our Bahirmukhata, our Ichha for the world and not for the Lord, and Kamakrodadi Durgunas, then the Tamoguna, Rajoguna, slavery to the Upadhi. May Bhagavan remove all of them and give us such a great, beautiful, subtle intellect to transcend the identity with the Upadhi, transcend the importance given to the world, and is subtle enough to do such a great upasana, to have Bhagavan Saguna Sakara Darshanam, and to do such a great dhyanam, to have Bhagavan's Nirguna Nirakara Anubhuti. May all this come to us by Bhagavan Krishna's Kripa. Thank you. He will do his Leelas now. Om Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sri Bhagavat Sharanam Mama, Sri Sadguru Sharanam Mama, Sri Suta Sharanam Mama, Sri Shukadeva Sharanam Mama, Sri Vyasa Sharanam Mama, Sri Narada Sharanam Mama, Sri Kumara Sharanam Mama, Sri Brahma Sharanam Mama, Sri Vishnu Sharanam Mama, Sri Parabrahma Sharanam Mama, Sri Krishna Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama, Sharanam Mama. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Sri Krishna Govinda Hare Murare, He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. He Nath Narayana Vasudeva. Om Mukam Karoti Vajalam, Pangum Langhayate Girim, यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं स्वर्गे सत्ये च कैलासे वैकुण्ठे नास्त्यम्रसहतः पिबन्तु सद्भाग्याः मां मुञ्चत करेचितो कृष्णप्रियं सकलकल्मषनाशनं च मुक्त्येकहेतुमिह भक्तिविलासकारि सन्तः कथानकमिदं विवतादरेण लोके हि तीर्थपरिशीलनसेवया किम् ॐ श्रीकृष्णपरब्रह्मणे नमः। श्रीमद्भागवत महापुराणम् एकादश स्कन्धः मुक्तिरित्वा अन्यथा रूपं स्वरूपेण व्यवस्थिते अथ एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः श्रीभगवानुवाच गच्छोद्धवमयादिष्टः बदर्याख्यं ममाश्रमं तत्र स्नात्वा तत्र मत्पादतीर्थोदे स्नानोपस्पर्शनैः शुचिः ईक्षयालकनन्दाय विधूताशेषकल्मषः वसानो वल्कलान्यङ्ग वन्यभुक् सुखनिस्पृहः तितिक्षुर्द्वन्द्वमात्राणां सुशीलः संयतेन्द्रियः शान्तः समाहितधिया ज्ञानविज्ञानसंयुतः मत्तोऽनुशिक्षितं यत्ते विविक्तमनुभावयन् मय्यावेशितवाक्चित्तः मद्धर्मनिरतो भव अतिव्रजगतेस्तिस्रः मामेष्यसि ततः परम् श्रीशुक उवाच स एव मुक्तो हरिमेधसोद्धवः प्रदक्षिणं तं परिसृत्य पादयोः शिरोनिधायाश्रुकलाभिरार्द्रद्धिः न्यसिञ्चदद्वन्द्वपरोऽप्यपक्रमे सुदुस्त्यजस्नेहवियोगकातरः न शक्नुवन् स्तं परिहातुमातुरः कृच्छ्रं ययौ मूर्धनि भर्तृपादुके बिभ्रन्नमस्कृत्य ययौ पुनः पुनः ततस्तमन्तरहृदि सन्निवेश्य गतो महाभागवतो विशालां यथोपदिष्टां जगदेकबन्धुना तव समास्ताय हरेरगाद् गतिं य एतदानन्दसमुद्रसम्भृतं ज्ञानामृतं भागवताय भाषितं कृष्णेन योगेश्वरसेविताङ्घ्रिणा सच्छ्रद्धया सेव्य जगद्विमुच्यते भवभयमपहन्तं ज्ञानविज्ञानसारं निगमकृदुपजह्रे भृङ्गवद्वेदसारम् अमृतम् उददिष्टाश्चापाययत् भृत्यवर्गान् पुरुषं वृषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि पुरुषं वृषभमाद्यं कृष्णसंज्ञं नतोऽस्मि इति श्रीमद्भागवते महापुराणे पारमहंस्यां संहितायाम् एकादशस्कन्धे कृष्णोद्धवसंवादो नाम एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। ओम एकोनत्रिंशोऽध्यायः। ओम शांति शांति शांति। Salutations to Bhagavan Krishna, Uddhava ji, Shukadev ji, Suta Mahamuni, Vaishampayana Rishi, all the gurus. Here, this side, Vyasa, Narada, Sanat Kumaradi, then Brahmadeva, Mahavishnu, Parabrahma. To all Avatara Acharyas Bhagavatam and all Maha Bhaktas of the Shastra. We are in Kali Yuga, has its own doshas, definitely. We are affected by it. Yet, we are fortunate to be again born in Kali Yuga for many reasons if we become spiritual. One of the very important reasons is what? Ki in Kali Yuga, just by Bhagavan's Nama also, one can get the mukti. Kalau Keshava Kirtanatu. And in many places we saw, in Kali, Papa, done alone is Papa. In the mana, if that is there, it is not that much Papa. Therefore, outside, if you go on doing our due upasanas and all, we will be more blessed by Bhagavan. But this is not the main prasangam. Main thing is, the fortune of being born in Kali Yuga is only to the Kali Yuga jivas that Bhagavan Krishna Avatara Madhurya is available. Before Yugas, Krishna Bhagavan se pehle, Sri Ramadi are there, they are unique and great in their own way. But as fully Bhagavan Krishna dynamically lived, spreading the joy everywhere, love everywhere, that kindness everywhere, in every aspect of him, there was beauty, there is divinity, there is bliss and bliss. Only Kali Yuga, you and I have the chance of knowing those Leelas of Bhagavan through Bhagavatadi and revel in them. As we proceed further, definitely the Kalki Bhagavan will come. But his job is to come, finish all Dushta and go. Only that much is Leela. In Ramavatar also, Leela is great, but most of it is only he's traveled to Lanka, finish Ravana and protect. In all other avatars also, he did some job, went away. Like Nrsimhadito, only that Prahlada Rakshana, that Hiranyakashipu Samharana, that much he has done. But this Krishna avatar, every day there is maja, there is anandam, there is a leela, there is a prema, there is a karuna. Is it not? We are the lucky ones to listen it. The people who are born in Kali. Knowing it, we have to revel in Bhagavan Krishna's dhyanam of all sorts. Nama dhyanam, Rupa dhyanam, Leela dhyanam, Guna dhyanam, Dhama dhyanam and Swarupa dhyanam. And allow Krishna to happen in us. Like Uddhava, Arjuna, they all have allowed Krishna to enter the heart, remove the Ajnanam, Jiva Deha, the Bhava, then they could experience Bhagavan in the heart, they could experience their oneness with Bhagavan in the heart, they could experience Bhagavan alone, wherever, whatever they are, seeing, hearing, etc., even through the Upadhis. That special chance is there for us who are born in this yuga. So let us then therefore recognize it, make use of it. Even see the biggest of the problem for us for not doing sadhana is yoga kshemas. Bhagavan is first case only, he has very clearly told, if you are my devotee, your yoga kshemas are taken care. What more assurance we need than this to fully involve in Bhagavan's sadhanas? And all are Madhura Leelas only. Anandam, Madhuryam is higher Anandam of the Mana and Buddhi, of Prema and Jnanam. Is it not better than the Anandam of the Indriyas, of the Vishayas, Anandam of Sharira, of the Nidra, etc.? So greater Anandam, higher Anandam, pure Anandam, inner Anandam, everlasting Anandam is Bhagavan's Leela, Dhyanam, Smaranam, ityadi. Much better, better and ultimate than anything else. And Yoga Kshema, he will take care. He will see to it that we are saved, protected, and we are given whatever the things required for our life. Even now, you may say, I may say that I am doing this Naukri, that one business, I am earning money for me, and these are all to say only. Even through all that, who is giving us Yoga Kshema is Paramatma only. We should never miss this point. तो भरोसा उन पर रखते हुए योगक्षेम का let us fully involve in enjoying what is only our fortune of Krishna Leelas ityadi. So Namamrutam, Rupamrutam, Leelamrutam, Gunamrutam, Dhamamrutam, Swarupamrutam of Krishna. We have to do the Panam. May our life be soaked in that only. Every day of ours be planned dignifiedly, diligently in such a way that maximum we are doing or living, trying our best to revel in Krishna, 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 Krishna. Anything other than Krishna, slowly, slowly, let it go away from our life. And don't compare with the people of the world. They are ignorant, they are not lucky enough to revel in Krishna. Therefore, they are reveling in the objects of the world or worldliness. How can we compare with them and get misguided? They should look at us and get inspired, not the other way around. So, in that way, today we saw in chanting Krishna Avataram. So, we pray to Krishna Bhagavan to enter into us and take care of all of us. Thank you. Now, in the Ekadasha Skandha, 29th chapter, Lord, almost many of the sadhanas told by Krishna to Uddhava and to all of us, we have seen. And each sadhana's value, preciousness, importance, we were trying to understand. To some extent, it was revealing to us also. So, Gacha Uddhava Maya Adishtaha. Then, Badariyakyam Mama Ashramam Tatra Mat Pada Tirthode Snana Upasparshanai Shuchi Bhava. Every word explained. Ikshaya Alakanandaya. We have seen how by looking at mother, praying to her, again seen by her, blessed with the removal of all the kalmasha and rajas and tamos. Then Vasanaha Valkalani, we learned the art of living in bare minimum. Vanya Bhukka, we are eating only to live, that also only. Vanya Kandamula Phala Adi. Then Sukha Nispruhaha at the mind level, we slowly are changing the definition of Sukha as we are living now to the new definition that Sukha is in sadhana only. Sukha is in Bhagavad Aradhana only. Sukha is in our Shastra Adhyanam only. Sukha is in Bhagavad Dhyanam only. In this way, change the definition of Sukha from the Vishaya Asakti, Vishaya Prapti, Indriya Vishaya Asakti, Indriya Vishaya Prapti to Paramatma Prapti. Definition change karna. In that way, outer Sukha Nispruhaha, nothing we are interested in. Then we saw one by one, Dandva Matranam Titikshuhu is the highest of the thing if it clicks to us. Only three things in that. One, The world is made up of dvandvas, when you are born, we will be affected by dvandva till we leave the body. Second, other than withstanding to them with titiksha, anything done adds to the samsara. Third, more and more learn to focus only on the given and chosen sadhana. If these three things we are pakka in, then we are true matured person. By saying that Dandamatranam Titikshu, what Bhagavan indicated, is just because you are my bhakta, the Dvandvas will not trouble you. That guarantee is not given. But you have to give me the guarantee that you are my bhakta. Therefore, in your effort to pursue me, the biggest obstacles of getting affected by the Dvandva, you yourself transcend by being Titikshu. तितिक्षा से तुम ही द्वंद्वों को पार करके मुझे पाओगे, पाने का कोशिश करोगे, ऐसा प्रतिज्ञा तुमको लेना है हे साधक. बिकॉज दीज टू आर द नित्य वैरी टू साधक. ऑल द्वंद्वास based on ragadvesh. So द्वंद्व मात्राणाम तितिक्षु, how important we saw yesterday and day before also. Sushilaha, we understood it. Then Samyatendriyaha, we have discussed exhaustively. Shantaha also was seen. Samayita Dhiya. So this was focused yesterday at length we saw. Then the last one was the Jnana, then Vijnana Samyutaha. So Jnana means theoretical knowledge about the goal and means. Then the Vijnana means what? Gathering all the required beautiful qualities to continuously be on this sadhana till the goal is reached and practically doing it. Theoretical goal known means known is jnanam. Doing practically that till the goal experienced is vijnanam, and to do them practically, whatever the great qualities of self-motivation, self-inspiration, and then all those things also part of vijnanam. So, hey, Uddhava, be in that mood of jnana and vijnana, samyutaha. So, only who is in ekagra bhumi, that is at the Shuddha Sattva Guna level, will be in this jnana vijnana samyuta sthiti. And all this is again depending on knowledge only. What's the knowledge? Antakarana with its rajas and tamas will have these type of vrittis backed by vasana. If they are very, very strong, we identify with those samskaras, vrittis or kamanadi, we behave like that. Vrittis arupya mitaratra. Then therefore, slowly, the funny part is what? जब रजो तमो गुण होता है ना, तो these durgunas come in the mind. When these durgunas which come in mind are valued, again the rajo tamoguna grows. And rajo tamoguna directly you cannot attack because they are very subtle. Then only the rajo tamoguna creating vrittis are the ones where we can act upon. And what is the acting upon? Slowly not coming under their sway, reducing our getting influenced by them. How do we do the other side? Our time, etc., our planning, etc., done for the sattvika upasanas or the sadhanas which create the sattva guna in us, we have to involve in them. This is the way. And this is the only way by which the bahirmukata and then being away from God, all that we can avoid, we can come towards God. This is called jnanam, theoretical. Doing accordingly is called vijnana sanyuta. And this jnanam again comes to us only when we again and again do the mananam chintanam. Mananam chintanam karne ke liye you have to have data. The data is given to us in our shastras. We can't study shastra. Therefore, inevitably, nitya satsanga of the shastras from our guru for having the awareness of the jnanam nitya rupena and using the jnanam for vijnanam. This is how our life has to be packed and made. We have to make our life like that. You and I are trying among that one aspect. By being regular to the class, the jnana aspect we are trying to become stronger in which the goal and means we are trying to understand. But again, विज्ञान के लिए भी हमें खुद को मेहनत करने से उसका फल भी दर्शन के रूप में होता रहेगा हमको, to all of us. So in this way, Jnana Vijnana Samyutah is the word. Yesterday also we saw, today also we try to little bit delve in that. Now come to the last shloka of Bhagavan Krishna's Upadesham. Okay, to Uddhavaji. Thereafter, in the next chapter, Bhagavan does only some talkings to that Jara who hits him with the arrow. उतना ही भगवान की बातें होंगे. Clear? Thereafter, Bhagavan Krishna Avatara Sampannam. In our 11th skandha, but again in the 10th we have started again. So, what is the last sloka? First chanted, Matto nu shikshitam yatte viviktam anubhavayan mayaveshita vakchittaha madharma nirato bhava ativrajjagati stisraha mameshyasi tataha param. Te means by you, yat that, mattaha from me, anu. So clearly, exhaustively, shikshitam, the teaching and training that is given. Shiksha means shikshana and also teaching. So anushikshita means from beginning of this skandha, from the time you asked me to take you with me or you want me to stay here, from that time onwards, I went on giving you the shikshana to you. In that, intellectual knowledges I have given about what is Brahma Tattva, that alone is being permanent, and how to reach to that Brahma Tattva through the contemplation, meditation, in which we transcend all the delusion created, everything other than the Lord and projected. Delusion projected everything other than Bhagavan. How to understand and transcend it so that only the pure Parabrahma is visualized everywhere. That Shikshana I gave you. I gave you the Shikshana of knowledge regarding my being the Ishvara, the cause of Samshti Sthitilaya, with my own Trigunatvika Maya Shakti. Then I gave you Shikshana of my Kripa grace, how helps you and all. And I gave also the most important Shikshana to you through various stories, how to worship me, how to do my Upasana. In that, how to do my Prarthana also. See, thus 15th chapter, 16th chapter of this Skandha carried or contained all these great things. And I also gave you the Shikshana of what are the Sadgunas and Durgunas. Durguna to be avoided, Sadgunas to be practiced. And two, most important sadhana is what? More and more the thought of Bhagavan should be in our mind, not of the world. For that, what is the best and easiest, most effective sadhana? The Vibhuti Upasana. In one of the chapters, I gave you that Vibhuti Upasana also. What are Durgunas I told? What are Sadgunas I told? Practice Sadgunas, then your heart will be conducive for reaching me through all sadhanas done, told by me. One of them is what? The Vibhutis I told you. So Parabrahma Swarupa I told you. How that Parabrahma Swarupa has to be understood I told you. And that delusion, the Maya, how it projects the non-existing world on that. Ovala Visikhaya. Then my own Ishwaratva as a Srushti Sthidilaya Karaka, I have shown you. And through many stories, my Krupa, Karuna, Shaktis also I have shown you. Then the Bhakti Mahima I taught you, Bhakta Lakshanas I taught you. Is it not? Then what are Durgunas, what are Sadgunas, that also I taught you. Vibhuti Yogas I taught you. And for all these to be done, what is most important is our heart is to be freed from heavy loads. Loads we carried from many lives as the runas or the prarabdhas. I told you that aspect also of the dharma acharana. For that, all the varnashrama dharmas I gave you, from where the first step of sadhana starts. From the dharma acharana only, the required antakarana shuddhi happens. Then only Suddha antakarana seeks permanent and to know where is, what is, how is, why is that permanent, go to the Guru. Guru is the one, therefore, he gives all this jnanam. And we do learning that jnanam, doing sadhana, learning, doing. Oh, in many, many lives, these things totally enter into us. We become maikyam tadatma with all these sadhanas, which are mentioned now. See, mattonu shikshitam yattat. And when he told every sadhana, he has given all the details required. Like if he has taught the upasana, all the upasana paddhatis he told right from beginning. If he has taught us a dhyanam, all the dhyana paddhatis from the step one he gave us. No. Then vicharana, if you have to do Brahma Tattva, how to do the Brahma Vicharana, that also he told us. When he told us the values, he gave us the list of the values also exhaustively. The kindness of Bhagavan, if you can have a bird's eye view vision, zooming from distance, in this 11th skandha of these 31 chapters, all these things, Anushikshana, are continuously given by Krishna Bhagavan through Uddhava to us, to him also mainly. I taught you what is Maya, how it works, how to, Avarana, Vikshepa, Aropana, how to come out of that. That also taught you. Then I gave you the examples. I gave the stories. Is it not? The Hamsa Gita was there, the Pururava Gita, Vikshu Gita was there, then Dattatreya Bhagavan's teachings were there, Navayogi teachings were there. अब कितने सारे. Of course, the Navayogi was the little earlier topic. Vasudeva Narada Samvada, something it was. But in this 11th Skandham, all these beautiful things were discussed. So, Mattaha Anushikshita. Anu Nirantaram I have done the Shikshana. And you and I, never to lose heart, etc. Just to consistently 3-4 times we go on listening, it will enter into our heart. Like the 29th chapter. Skandha, we have today is our 54th day. So every day what is taught, 2 times you listen, it will be there in the mind. You can remember it. The logic of it, the sequence of it, the explanation of it. And then at the time only if you do sadhana, उसका फल भी मिलता रहेगा उन साधनाओं को करने से. Okay. Now in the recent 29th chapter, Mattonu Shikshitam is on your request. I gave you in the Anjasa, in the easiest form how to reach me, the entire Bhagavata Dharmas I taught you. In that teaching, merely in 15 to 18 or 20 sloka, again the Vedanta Vicharana I told you, Bhakti Vicharana I told you. You remember that? Upasana Kanda bataya usme. Then we are told to go to Tirtha Yatras, Punya Kshetras, where Mahabhagavatas or Bhaktas are there doing their Upasana to me. We saw that portion also in this very chapter. Then do the big way, all the Parvadi Dina for me. Bhagavan told that. Then taking the Kaivalya Jnanam, the Vedanta Jnanam, Sarvam Brahmatma compassion. How many times that topic came in this very chapter before he concluded and asked Uddhava, have you understood or not? Up to 28th chapter was one beautiful saga of continuous teaching. It is kindness of Uddhava for all of us and himself that he asked Bhagavan, थोड़ा इन सब का सारा रूप में सिंपली बताइए. सुनने को सिंपल होना है, समझने को सिंपल होना है, साधना के लिए भी सिंपल होना है. Bhagavan gave that. How those 10-12 slokas though we have to keep in our mind. These all put together, he says, Mattaha Anushikshitam yatate. From me, whatever the Shikshana Nirantara you received. Especially during this time. Maybe during their being together, many occasions might have come where they might have had some discussions, some learnings, etc. But nothing like what we have seen in the 11th skandha. So this only we take it as Bhagavan's Anushikshana to Uddhavaji. So mattaha anushikšitam yatate viviktam anubhavayan. Viviktam means spashtarupena, unambiguously. Bhavayan means do the mananam chintanam of it. Anubhavana means continue. So I did anusikshanam, you do anubhavanam. In that effort of anubhavanam only, what the anusikshanam I gave, that is recapitulated or recollected by you, and it starts becoming clear. It should become your own conviction, understanding. Like when we were studying last 3 days about Satyam in Upanishad with the help of Bhagavan's Bhashya. Because we are repeatedly doing the Anubhavanam, is not the Shikshanam given by Shruti Mata and Shankar Bhagavan becoming little more clear in us. Yad Rupena Yad Nishchitam Artham Tad Na Vyavicharat Tad Satyam. Yad Rupena Yad Nishchitam Artham Tad Vyavicharat Tad Anrutam. Therefore, Vikaram Anrutam. Therefore, Brahma Rutam Satyam. Therefore, Brahma Vikarat Vinivartate. How important was that teaching? Clear. Now, it's only, we have to do sadhana. Siddhanta to spashto ho gaya udhar. Brahman is Satyam, Satyam is Avikari. Other than Brahman, everything is Vikari, Asatyam. To reach to Brahman, who is already our own self, we have to reject all the Vikari, Asatyam going on, all that which is modifying, you reach to him as our own self. So we have to do it, whether you do it today or 1 lakh years, it depends on us, and the result also depends on that. Straight away only we take up this sadhana and do. वो धीरे धीरे करते रहेंगे, उसमें परिपक्वता जब आता है करने में, then you can see the result. So this is viviktam anubhavan. Viviktam means what? Maintaining, first of all, giving time of 4 hours, 6 hours, subha, dopahar, sham, do. Then this is a viviktam. Viviktam is exclusively giving time for it. Second viviktam is exclusively going to that place. Viviktam means secluded. So a secluded time, a secluded place. With your commitment and conviction to become very clear in understanding, for which what is required is contemplation, mananam, chintanam. So the samay हमने दिया और स्थल भी हमने चुना. There having gone, don't do anything else. Only whatever the anushikshana I have given you, उसका अनुभावन करते रहना. Anubhavana means remember it, contemplate on it, understand the logic of it, feel for it in your mind, and get convinced or make commitments for doing whatever the sadhana you need to do. That is the meaning of Viviktam Anubhavayan. Viviktam is exclusively, solely, single-pointedly. Do the Mana Chintana till not only it becomes very clear understanding and remembrance to you, but you are committed to do only that sadhana. That's called as Anubhavayan. Matton Chikshitam Yatte Viviktam Anubhavayan. This is the place where we are now stuck up. We are not doing it. We have to do it. Anubhavana means our mind, intellect involving it. Not only my mouth involving, your ears are involving. But how much the mind, intellect deeply involving? Anubhavanam are we doing? Throughout the day, when we are off the class, how many times and how deeply what we have learned or heard in the class, we are able to recollect and remember? First of all, are we trying for it? एक बैठकर आज क्या हुआ क्लास में, उसमें विषय क्या था, उसका फिर समझ क्या है, उसमें साधना क्या है, तो we have to anubhavayan. And if you are here, you can't do all, you are lost in so many obligations, etc. You may say that वृक्नश्च में सुदृढ़ स्नेह पाशा दासार वृष्ण्यंत कथा, but उनका स्नेह पाश तो नहीं टूटा ना. They have not heard the Bhagavatam from me, 11th Skandha. Therefore, you may not go to get disturbed, but they will come to disturb you. Therefore, to do this Anubhavanam of my Shikshana given to you have to go to Badrikashram, some place. Definitely where all disturbances are not there. Now, this comes only when we are paripakva in our vairagya, in which we want nothing other than Bhagavan. Without this basic preparation of vairagya and wanting Bhagavan to be understood and sadhana, whenever a place we go out of fancy, out of this type of inspiration, but we don't have vairagya, we don't have desire for Bhagavan. So after going there, we do the same samsara which we were doing here. That's so people out of that fancy or that temporary external inspiration, they make their houses near some ashramas, near the Ganga Kinare and all. But then that vairagya is not there, Bhagat Prapti Ichha is not there. So they do the same thing there what they were doing here. At an higher level, if really that vairagya is there, Bhagwan ka पाने की इच्छा है, so we can make our own surroundings as sacred and precious and divine, like the Badrikashram, etc. If you have guts to go and stay there in tapasya sadhana, karo. Nothing like that. That any explanation is never replacing of what is said by God. It can never. That sin we don't do. But in today's world, we can reinterpret it. Because that time or this time, the purpose is to focus mind's attention on Bhagavan and reach him. So, anytime the Guru said is for this purpose only. So, if that vairagya is not there and Tivra Mumukshata Jignasa is not there, anywhere we go, it is waste. Okay? Now, taking it for granted, that really we have vairagya and wanting to know Bhagavan, then go. Go and do what there, all the things from first step what is said, take bath in Mat, Pada Sparshana and all that, come to this point of whatever you have got the Shikshana from me, uska viviktam anubhavaya. This is what all gurus recommend. That is called as mananam chintanam. Shravanam to ho gaya. अब you do the mananam. Mananam is called viviktam anubhavayan. Viviktam, single pointedly, exclusively, giving time for it and choosing the place. Then no other thing we are involved in doing that only. And in that again, what we have to say one is what? There should be at least 6 years in our life, wherein other than what is required for our survival, called as ek roti, do roti, no other thing of the world we are involved in. Entire day we are spending only for the anubhavanam. Exclusively. Only then the existing vasanas go away, then the knowledge becomes firm and stronger, and no new vasanas are created. Because whenever we again involved, even little bit, उसके impressions मन में आते जाते हैं, वो कब express तो हमको पता ही नहीं. That is why anybody became Mahatma, though he came into limelight, after that we see him. But before that, how many years, decades they must have spent in that Vivikta Anubhavanam, which is inevitable for everybody. Because our own Antakarana is full of all the vrittis of the Jagatu, vasanas of Jagatu. Then should we not spend that time to repair them, to clean them? And that can be done only exclusively when you have gone to the Vivikta Sthala and did only that job. Here, Viviktam Anubhavayan means what? Exclusively paying attention to that without having many other programs in life, no other distractions. अब ऐसा मानोगे नहीं, अब मैं ये भी करूंगा अनुभावनम of what Lord taught, then I will do business also. No, these thoughts will disturb you when you sit for meditation. And I will do the social service also. I will be giving the political advices also. I will be part of the nation building very many organizations. They are noble. Who says not? But then for doing all of that, you have to apply your mind. When you do the mind's application there, mind gets habitual to that thinking. Then those impressions are created, you can't avoid. Then when you try the Anubhavanam of the Shikshanam, these only will come. And they will pull you out you. They don't allow you to go deep in the understanding, in conviction, in practice. Postpone karvate hain. That is the meaning of Viviktam. The Viviktam ka meaning is what? No other than gaining or experiencing Bhagavan. I have no other goal. Therefore, other than doing the sadhana of what Bhagavan taught, I am not interested in anything. Zero. There should be no other, even obligations, duties, etc. That is the meaning of Sarvadharman Pariteja. Mamekam Sharanam Raja. Dharma, you do it. So, Mamekam Sharanam Raja is called Paramadharma. That is what Dharma Prochita Kaitavotra Paramo Nirmatsaranam Satam. There are two dharmas. The lower dharma and the other dharma, higher dharma. The higher or Parama dharma is doing prayatnam for Bhagavad Prapti, Adhyatmik sadhana. Other than that, that everything else is our or lower dharma only. Lower dharmas we do to get rid of all the accumulated upata durita. Is it not? But thereafter we have to have the goal only of Paramadharma. For that, this Sarvadharman Paritej. Little bit we give style value importance, then Paramadharma ka dhyana paripurnata se nahi hota. Because to explain the self, there is nothing other than self, therefore nothing should be there other than self. Therefore you have to transcend everything. परमात्मा में पंचकोश नहीं है, इसलिए पंचकोश पार करो ही परमात्मा मिलेंगे. परमात्मा में जीव जगत ईश्वर नहीं है, इसलिए ईश्वर जगत को पार करोगे तो परमात्मा मिलेंगे. अब पार ही नहीं कर रहे हो, फिर कैसे मिलेंगे? अधूरा रह जाएगा. साधना बिना सिद्धि दिए हुए. This word viviktam is very important. Clear? Mattonushittisam yatte viviktam exclusively. Spending time only for that in a particular place. And what shikshanas I gave, uska anubhavan karo. First make a recollection of all I taught. Do mananam chintanam and intellectually be fully satisfied in the understanding of them. Then among them, what are the step-by-step sadhanas to be done for you? That was also taught by Krishna. Chalk out them. Keep doing them. Every one of them. Like Tattva Jnanam should be Spashtam. Therefore, for that, Tattva Vishayaka teachings, whatever Bhagavan gave, do the Chintanam for it. Both have to develop bhakti and dissolve my ego. That I have to achieve. Therefore, for that, the Navada Bhakti and Upasanas, consciously you do for the purpose of developing bhakti and dropping the ego. Then the chitta vrittis are tormenting. Then those yoga sadhanas you do for the nirodha of them. This is how you and I also must be very pakka in knowing all aspects of all sadhanas. Then where do we stand? What's required for us? We should be able to do that. This is a big task, we know. But then with the discussion with Guru, talking to him, he can recognize and tell us where do we stand. Then he can specifically tell us what exact sadhanas to do. Then when we keep doing, we grow it. We grow. It is there. Nothing is vague in spirituality. Vagueness से spiritual progress नहीं होता. And those are vague, those sincere. Sometimes they do this, sometimes they do that, and that also half-heartedly. And they do all sadhanas with bahir drushti, not antar drushti. These are all immaturities. Every one of us will go through that. There's no doubt. Then only we come to know, yaar, ye mere karne se nahi hota. I need a higher power. Then he becomes upasaka. In the deep upasana to Guru and God, then they from somewhere, somehow, they give such a beautiful ability in the intellect, that intuitive power, wherein you become pakka in knowing what we are, in knowing what exactly sadhana to be done. And that alone we do, and we can see we are progressing also in sadhana. You and I have not yet reached to that level. At least I have not reached. We are doing सब अंधेरे में तीर मारी जा रहे. वो लगता है तो when Dasharatha hit अंधेरे में that hit the child only. That example will come now in a Taitya, even our Patanjali Yoga Darshana also. Next to next sutra. So, matto no shikshitam yatte viviktam anubhavayan. ये वाला परिश्रम अनअवॉइडेबल है. यही लोग डरते हैं और उनको वो कैपेसिटी नहीं होता. Consistently it has to be done. They can't. Then they say, Swami, this chintanam and always नहीं हो रहा, तो बस I'll go to bhajan kirtan and they end up it they give बढ़िया भंडारा. Therefore I eat, come and sleep, and that is enough for me. Many people this way, with a low opinion about their own self, with low confidence, they don't take up the higher things of doing the anubhavana of all the shikshana we received from the Guru, both what is in Bhagavatam, so in our morning Upanishads and Bhashyam. विविक्तम अनुभवायन करना बहुत जरूरी है. Then after that full clear picture gained after anubhavanam, that the actual sadhana starts. In that Bhagavan says three things. With this Bhagavan's teachings for sadhana are over. In those three things, one is what? Mai aveshita vaku. So your one is fully involved in me, dissolved in me. Vak is the nama rupa pratika. Because vak is speech, speech is always to a form. Whether a form is gross object kaho, ya form of a thought kaho. So my aveshita vak has two meanings. One, the nama smarana of me, bhajana kirtana of me you do, that is one thing. Second is my aveshita vak is transcend the vak or dissolve the vak in the chitta, in the mana, so that we are always living at the mana chitta level. This is, we saw all that in Katha Upanishad, in that laya prakriya. Yachedvang manasi prajnaha tadyached jnana atmani jnanamatmani mahatni yached tadyached chanta atmani. Then only this shloka comes. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavara nimodhata. And before this was Esha sarveshu bhuteshu gudhotmana prakashate drishyate tvagraya buddhya sukshmaya sukshmadarshibhihi, which we quote very often. That shloka, uske baad ye wala. Then he says, it is not as easy as you think. Therefore, kshurasya dhara nishita duratya durgam pathastat kavayo vadanti. Then the lakshanas of Brahman for meditation, ashabdama sparshamarupam avyam tatarasam nityabagandavachayat durat sururet adihantikecha pashyat svihainam nihitam guhayam. Katha Upanishad. So there the laya prakriya, maya aveshita vak, is you became mauna to live life at the mana level, where the mana is involving in upasana through the bhakti bhavana for Bhagavan. When that is done for a sufficient period of time, go to the next level of using the buddhi in vicharana Paramatma. Till Bhagavan Swarupa Jnanam is very strong in us. After that, that buddhi also is laya ho gaya chitta mein, chitta sthiti mein hum gaye. That's what he says, Mai aveshita vak chittaha. That chitta also full of only Bhagavan, only Tattva. No, it is not at all difficult to feel it. Like a kami, a krodhi. A krodhi fellow, when he wants to take revenge, how much his mana, vaka, chitta are engrossed only in that idea. Think. So to a lobhi who wants lot of money and all, the one who wants the power, how to get, after getting, how to maintain. They do everything. So उनका चित्त क्या क्या काम करता रहता है, प्लान करता है. Nobody knows or understands. For the sake of their goal, whatever I have chosen. So for ours, the goal is Bhagavan. Therefore, Vak should laya in the mana buddhi chitta. then these three should be soaked only in Paramatma. Okay, these can be four sadhanas exclusive, separate to each other, or doing one by one from gross to subtle. The four sadhanas exclusive to each other means Vani Aveshita in me means only do the Nama Japam, Kirtanam Ityadi. Mana in me means let you have the emotional devotion to me. Buddhi you have in me means what? Only do the vicharana of me only. Then the chitta should be me means what? You pray and you put your effort also. That in the chitta, the samskaras, the memories should be only related to Bhagavan. So these are the sadhanas with mana, chitta, buddhi, and also this vani, what we have to do. We will take it as laya prakriya to transcend living at the speech level, become mauni. So to transcend the living at the mana level, come to the buddhi level of contemplation. When the knowledge is formed about Bhagavan, memorize or send that knowledge at the chitta level. And then the one who is at the chitta level is in samadhi sthiti. Always remember, the one who is in vak level, he is there in the jagrata avastha. The one who is at the mana level is in swapna avastha. The one who is in the buddhi level is in sushupti avastha. The one who is at the chitta level is in samadhi avastha. उसको भी पार करो. What remains is तदा द्रष्टु स्वरूप अवस्थानम through चित्तवृत्ति निरोधा. You are in आत्मानुभव स्थिति. So Bhagavan is teaching yoga sadhana is his last teaching. मय्यावेशित वाक्चित्तः in Gita मय्यावेश्य मनो ये माम नित्ययुक्ता उपासते श्रद्धया परयोपेताः ते मे युक्ततमा मता. Oh, beautiful devotional sadhana. So मय्यावेशित वाक्चित्तः हो गया. 2 or 3 thoughts if they are remaining, we'll see them tomorrow. Last one, madharma niratah bhava. Ni nischala rupena ni ditaram ratah ramanam. Always revel continuously in madharma. And what is madharma? Again, 2 things. One, madharma is whatever the sadhanas that are told. But for us now, the madharma is, what is Bhagavad Dharma? Only one. Satyam jnanam anantam brahma. That is Bhagavad Dharma. Bhagavan is Satya Swarupa. Bhagavan is Jnana Swarupa. Bhagavan is Ananta Swarupa. So Satyam we saw today. Tomorrow we are going to see Jnanam and Anantam in our Upanishad class. Therefore morning, evening, इकट्ठा पढ़ोगे तो हमको साधना आ जाएगा. इकट्ठा सुनोगे दोनों को साथ में जोड़ोगे तो. So मद्धर्म निरतः भव. Like that सर्वधर्मान परित्यज्य मामेकं शरणं व्रज means मद्धर्म निरतः भव. That is what is the Charama Shloka of Gita. Here also Bhagavan is Sarva Dharma Chodo Mad Dharma Niratava. And what is Bhagavan's Dharma? Bhagavan is Sachidananda. Because Sachidananda Rupaya Vishwotpatti Aditya, Bhagavan Krishna Sarupa and Swadharma is this only. In that only. In that Swadharma Nirati, as we said, Bhagavan is Ishvara, Bhagavan is Susthidilaya Karaka, Bhagavan is Avatara Purusha, Bhagavan Karunamaya Krupamaya. All that are okay. But these are all at the grosser outer level. Absolutely what is Bhagavan? Absolutely Bhagavan is Brahma. What is Brahma? Sachidananda. Therefore Madharma Nirata is Bhagavan की जो स्वरूप लक्षण रूपी सच्चिदानंद है, वही अल्टीमेट भगवान है. इस तरह से चिंतन कर. That is final. All other expressions of Bhagavan are included in that. Whenever the requirement comes, Bhagavan expresses as that. But in all those expressions, this ultimate is not there. We forget Bhagavan to be Sachidananda when we take him as an avatar, etc. That's what Parvati ji's Prashna. Shivji had to take the entire Adhyatma Ramayana. So, Madharma Nirataha means Paramatma is Sachidananda or Satyam Jnanavantam. Always contemplating on that. At that level of contemplation, that Satchidananda has to be everywhere. Everywhere means in you also. Then you will come and become one with me. And then you can never be separated by me. The river merging in ocean. and nobody can separate it now anymore. You want that only, na, Uddhava, in the beginning? That you can't have that separation from me. You said you'll be dukhi. So at that level of Brahmasmi, Aham Brahmasmi, you can be one with me. Wonderful it is. Then when you do all these things, sadhanas, the last things, the three things will happen are Ativrajya Gati Tisraha Mameshasi Tata Param. So transcending all the three gatis. And what are the three gatis? A big list of 7, 8 sets are there. Now each of them we'll discuss them tomorrow. You cross all those triputis. तीन तीन वाले सारे चीजों को तुम पार करोगे. जितने भी तीन तीन हैं हम उसका कल लिस्ट आउट करें तो यू विल अंडरस्टैंड हाउ वन भगवान पे उन्हीं के माया से इतने सारे तीन 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 के सेट्स सुपर इम्पोज्ड है. All of that you cross. Ati Vrajya means Gati Tisra. Vrajya means moving. Ati means beyond. Gati means the three expressions. Gati means expressions. Tisra means teen. Gati hi Tisra Ati Vrajya. Then what will happen? Mam Eshyasi Tataha Param. So Tata means that Tisra. जो भी तीन तीन वाला है उससे तथा means param means beyond. That real me is there. Eshyasi, you merge in me. So, your morning Upanishad also, Brahmavid apnoti param. Here also, Bhagavata sadhaka apnoti param. Supreme. So, our text morning, evening, sab ikatto hi ja rahe. So, in Yoga Darshanam, tada drashtu swarupe avasthanam, that is Paramasthiti. There is no doubt about it. So, what are the three gatis? We'll come to see tomorrow. Then Sri Shuka Devaji's 5 slokas in which he makes the glorious explanation of Uddhava's, how he departs with so much devotion and all. Then the glory of this Bhagavatam is said. Then finally, Krishna Mahima having sung it, he does pranams to him. Purusham Rushabham Adyam Krishna Samgnam Natosmi. All these things in detail we will learn. Tomorrow it may be possible completion. If not, maybe one more day. With that, our 29th chapter will be over. Then the 30th chapter is Bhagavan. All the Yadavas will finish themselves in the first 25-30 slokas. In remaining slokas, Bhagavan takes his position in his own loka. He leaves the Bhuloka and goes. That's all 30th chapter. Then in that, in the 31st shloka, in the 5th shloka, we'll see Bhagavan leaving this world and going. Brahma, all of them come. Dekhte, they were all thinking, let us see how the Lord lives. He just looks at them, closes the eyes and disappears only. With all his Shankachakra Gadatma. They hayran ho jate, kidhar hai kya? He is Bhagavan. He's gone to his own Urdhva Vaikuntha Sthiti. Okay? In this way, last shlokas, in this 31st chapter, again, I have a lot of power of inspiration and information. With that, Ekadasha Skandha will be Sampurna. Then we are left with one last 12th Skandha, which has 13 chapters. We'll study it also, maybe एक महीना जो भी लगेगा. ठीक है? इति सर्वं श्री कृष्णार्पणमस्तु. ओम पूर्णमदः पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते. ओम शांति शांति शांति. हरि ओम श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः. बोल श्री कृष्णचंद्र भगवान की जय. सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. Today we'll conclude our class. Om. Thank you one and all. We are lucky today in our chanting Vyasa Sri Krishna Janma. It's all in our devotional feelings. The result is a beautiful heart of egolessness we have to relish all these things. Study the Adhyatma Ramayanam, please.